So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down. I'm having a Merlot Shiraz blend from a wonderful little Italian vent down close to the Venice region there, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and the Lombardy region is my absolute favorite anyway. My favorite town in Italy besides Venice, because I think that would be number one. Would probably be better than Lione. I don't know what it is about that little place, but gosh, it's just got everything that you could possibly want. It's just small, but it's also very elegant and nice. I miss it. But alas, here we are in Bavaria, having some red wine, get ready to jump into a Tuesday grid. This is a construction by Eric Xword, edited by Joel Fagliano. And Eric, if you're tuning in, I'm sorry if I've butchered your name. Xword, I don't know. But it's a cool name. I just wish I knew how to pronounce it. But cheers to you. Got some Solver's Courage in me. So let's jump into this grid, see what we got for our Tuesday here. Okay, so an auctioneer's mallet. It sounds like it might be a gavel, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds like, could be. Piece of equipment that might read tighten until click. I have no idea. Keep hope alive. Find a way to avert disaster. So this piece of equipment that might read tighten until click could be a gas cap. Yeah, why not? Helpful ads in brief. Used to shoot 3 or 4 of these a year back when I was in the business because you know what? Public service announcements, the pro bono, right? But it's a write-off. It's kind of a nice thing to do for people. And you can also put them in for Addy Awards because if you do a really cool one, might win an award for it, right? We're all about the awards. So they're set to go off. I would imagine this is alarms. I guess it could be alerts too. I'm going to start with alarms, but this is not a typical rollover Tuesday, is it? I mean, this is a Tuesday that's pretty serious about what's going on. I think this is AMC, but this is not at all, whatsoever at all, a typical Tuesday grid. So blank a fox, have set it off. I don't know the actress. I couldn't even picture her, but I've seen her name enough. I think this is Vivica. Maybe it's Vivisa. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name either. I'm really blushed to say that. I'm so sorry. Steady could be even. And now let's check some of our stuff here. We got one more going down. Stop holding on could be to let go. Now that's good. So find a way to avert disaster. Looks like we've got maybe save the day. But I don't feel great about any of it just yet. Like content that causes secondhand embarrassment. So is it cringe, which is the thing people say, or is it cringy? I don't know. That's what we got here. Made a safe bet. Out of the ordinary, I guess it'd be odd. So I guess the safe bet could be to be hedging, right? So we hedged. And cry of frustration. I've never really seen these that much, and all of a sudden lately I've seen a few of these. Gah! So yeah, I might have said that. Hiccups again. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, game of throws. So DA. We got 3 more letters. I'm gonna go with darts on this one. I mean, it seems like it's probably likely. Common pronoun pair. Okay, so what do we got? Is it going to be, it's a pronoun pair. So we're starting with an H. Is it going to be he, his, he, him? I don't know. I mean, it could be he, her, really. I mean, it's not saying of their same gender. So I'm going to just put a he and then an H here. Gymnast Biles, and that's Simone Biles, right? So I guess we've got he. I don't know if it's a him or a his, right? So thing to ring. So I guess it's a him because this looks like it might be a mop. So okay, clever, good enough. Some band recordings could be demos. I've put a few of those together in my life. Grads to be look like maybe seniors. Now what do we've got here? You got it. Maybe no prob. No prob. All right. Let me just ring this mop first. Right. Low tie score. Wow. There is a ton of this crap in here today, and I am absolutely like, is it 1-1? Is it 1-all? I Oh. Okay, do another check here. Let's get up and try to finish the northeast corner after this, right? Overlooks disrespectfully. It's funny, Mutti and Fati are here from Texas for a couple of weeks to just hang out from like a fall vacation. And I can hear them in the living room, which is way down the hall, but I can hear them because they're doing trivia games on TV. And there's a saying in German, and it goes something like, die Apfel fällt nicht weit von Stamm. So, die Apfel fällt nicht weit von Stamm. It literally means like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, the stem, you know, but the tree, right? You know, the apple don't fall from the tree. So here I am doing grids, and my mother's in there doing trivia. So, makes sense. First name in civil rights history. Yeah, this might be Dr. King here. So maybe Martin. Maybe. Have a sleepover. I guess that could be spend the night. It's what it kind of looks like to me. And so let's see what we got. Mournful songs are generally dirges. And get ready to compete. Maybe train. This might be on the level of some Thursdays and Fridays. This is pretty crazy. WNBA star Brittany, I think it's Griner, right? I mean, I'm asking for some feedback. You can yell at the TV. I should be able to hear it. Right. Shelling out could be paying. And because someone challenged you to maybe on a dare. Okay, so paying, Griner. I want to make sure we don't have any more of those fat fingers at the end. You know, because I mean, sometimes I get a little careless, and I do apologize for that. A faucet fault could be a drip. ID is required when sending a letter there. And anytime I see ID now in the grid, I'm thinking Idaho. After we had that, I guess it was on Saturday, maybe Friday or Saturday last week, with it's saying that their tags or something like that, you know, something with an ID, and it was, you know, some famous potatoes, right? Idaho. So that's, yeah, I don't take it at face value anymore. I learned my lesson, right? Thin wedge could be a shim. And counterparts of cones, I guess we're talking about ophthalmological terms. I guess these would be rods. And Saga Sage since 1980. You kind of knew this was either going to be Yoda or soda anyway, right? So let's go with the soda. I mean, the Yoda. No, sorry. What is this? Hugh Granter. Okay, die. Movie making tech. I'm assuming this would be CGI. And something dipped into a party dip. And I guess they're looking for a chip here. Houndstooth or herringbone would be patterns. And so sweltering hot, obviously. So we're doing okay with that. Don't bother with that. Ignore it, maybe. And, ooh, who isn't? If I had done this without anything else, you know, intersecting, I would have said, who is it? I'm like, this grid is just is looking to just hook you up, hang you up, really. Hem you up for sure. Head over heels, Gaga, and then we have Rosh Hashanah. And so there we go. Okay, we got that. Now, so common surname in Pakistan. Sorry, I just don't know. Long sandwich. No idea. Claim. Well, the 6 letters. I guess it could be maybe a ledge. I don't know. Let's see. Express contempt. What do I got here? Overlooks disrespectfully. No, that can't be right. Maybe that would be a disrespectful look, but overlooks disrespectfully. I'm not sure. Express contempt. I have no idea. I mean, we're going to have to get a little bit more than that, right? Biblical garden could be Eden. You know, that's the thing. When you sit down to do a Tuesday, you think it's going to be like a slightly more difficult Monday, and it's not. And so it's not that it's above you or below you or beneath you or anything like that. It's nothing like that at all. It's just you get your mind in a certain confirmation bias, right? You kind of get this bias towards, like, this is what it's going to be. And then it turns out to be pretty challenging. Like this one, all of a sudden you got to think, and you're maybe not used to doing that on a Tuesday. So what do we got here? Half of a rhyming synonym of haphazard. Okay. Soccer cheer, we'll go with Olay. Low tie score. Okay, see what I'm talking about? If you put 1-1 in there, you would have been screwed. So that's, wow. So I guess this is a long sandwich is a hoagie. You notice, I mean, I don't just jump in on a 6-letter question about a sandwich. It could be a hoagie, it could be a Subway, right? You know, there's so many different things. Just relax, namaste, right? You know, deep breath, and then just give it a second, right? So I guess this is probably talking haphazard, I guess helter-skelter. And Shaw, I guess, absolutely, it sounds right. So helter, yeah, I guess it is this is an express attempt is a sneer. I had a sneer up here, so what is this? I didn't catch that it was overlooks disrespectfully, so I don't know. Let's look at a budget here. What 17 and 38 across combined to form, and I guess this is a time budget. So that's clever enough right there on its own. So I guess these are overlooks disrespectfully is like a snub, right? You know, as a slight. Neutral color would be beige. Some band recordings informally, probably EPs. Phoenix franchise, I'm thinking maybe the Suns. Stop being ridiculous. Oh, come on, man. Type of earring could be a hoop. Quintet found in a super vocalic word. It would be super vocalic, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. See, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Technology Officer. I guess we're talking about executives here. And portions equal to roughly 17%. So I guess that'd be sixth. It's just champing at the bit to get out of my mouth there. Head over heels. Oh my, maybe that's in love. I know what that feels like. For 33 years, it's kind of nice. Having multiple levels, could be tiered. Shotzi, will you go with me? How Stella got her groove back, very nice. Shall we? Wow, this is no rollover Tuesday. I'm very impressed with this. This is not an easy grid. I'm liking it. Law firm leaders could be partners. I just had this horrible feeling now. I'm all freaking paranoid about it. I'm having, fat-fingered something. Carlos Santana, very nice. Track and field star Richardson. Oh, wow. Oh, I can never remember how to I can't remember her name. It's like I know it. Sci-fi author Butler, and I think that's Octavia. I don't read sci-fi, but I read book reviews, Expressed contempt. Oh my God. Scoffed. Okay, got it. Can we get off the contempt here for a bit? We've got disc golf. Is it with a C or a K? I don't know. A key that's missing an ape, so escape up here above our tilde. That's clever. That's very clever, actually. I love that. Now I wish I'd done it. Gets it wrong, maybe heirs. Gratis, maybe free. An admirer could be a fan. And I always get nervous now because I'm so afraid I fat fingered something. But how do we do, Bob? Good. I mean, I get so gun shy about that. Like, oh, God, I don't want to have sat there fat fingered anything. Wow. What a grid by Eric Agard. I'm not sure, but a cool name. I guess I'm going to have to look him up and send him a link and say, hey, I loved your grid. And I do. I absolutely love this grid. I think it's fabulous. If any of y'all happens to know him, please let him know. I thought it was awesome. I don't think I've seen a Tuesday like this in a long time. It's been months maybe, but this is one of those that it was purposely trying to hem you up, right? 1-1. Surely it's going to be 1-1. But no, it's a 1-all. And there's no way to know, right? There was these hiccups, I swear. Come on, a little bit more might help. But it tried to hem us up. But if you go through it like the way I go through them, I just want to If it could be two things based on my experience, because I don't always know if it can be two things, right? I think, oh, that's definitely this, and I'm wrong, and then I learned that way. But yeah, just tried to hem us up, but we got around it somehow or another, and we got through it in 12:48. I think for this kind of Tuesday, considering I'm running my mouth the entire time, that's a pretty good time. So let's go ahead and toss this out of here. And again, kudos to Eric Xword. I'm just going to give him the French. I just want to say thank you for liking and subscribing. It means the world to me. I love it when I get comments overnight. I love hearing from all of you. And you know what? Sound off with where you're at. You know, where are you watching from? Where are you in the big swing of things? I'll maybe need to add a different bannière d'adieu, you know, that includes your language. I mean, I absolutely think that this is nothing but just a big cultural, not a melting pot, but a salad bowl. And I'm very proud of that. So let's express ourselves in that way. So let me know. But yeah, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. I appreciate it more than ever. And we'll go ahead and bring down our bannière d'adieu. And it's sitting against my glasses case, which was kind of... So let's try this again. Slightly better. Until we see you next time. For the Hump Day Grids, Mini and Guardian, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, Cin-Cin, au revoir. Be good to yourselves, be great to your neighbors, be phenomenal to the person behind you in the queue. Be well. Take care out there.